All right, this one is a little weird. Is the space between Earth and the sun hot or cold? All right, so let's think about what temperature is. When we talk about how hot or how cold something is, what we really mean is how much energy, what is the average kinetic or movement energy of those particles in the area. So you could measure the temperature inside your coffee, or the temperature in this room, or the temperature of, I don't know, outside right now, the air outside, right? Okay, so I want you to imagine something. Let's say you are in the kitchen and you have a pot of water on the stove that's about to boil, and you're heating up the oven. So let's say they're about the same temperature, just about to boil, so almost 100 Celsius, just a bit above 200 Fahrenheit, right? Now, if you stick your hand into the oven, let's say you're putting your pan into the oven at that temperature, no problem, right? The air, it's hot, but it's not going to burn you. Now, imagine taking your hand and sticking it into that boiling hot pot of water. Very, very different experiences, right? One is whatever. The other is let's go take a trip to the ER room, right? Okay. So there's also something in terms of how we experience temperature to do with the density of the material. So those two temperatures were the same, but we experience them very differently because the air is not very dense. There's not a lot of it. But with the water, there was a lot of water squeezed into a small amount of space. So yes, the temperature of those particles, thinking about how much energy do those particles have in space between us and the sun. Now, space isn't truly empty. It might as well be for us, but there actually are a few little particles out there. Well, yeah, they've got a lot of energy. They're actually hot. And the closer and closer you get to the sun, the hotter and hotter it gets. But we wouldn't really experience it that way.